But Malin theorizes that might still be a better fate than being slaughtered in your own home. If he could prevent people from dying this instance, then he'd consider that a small victory. So he tries to do his best, but all the women, she's past her prime, doesn't look too great. So, and basically the sort of things about it, and is like, sure, the girl, and he just kills the mother right there. So that's Malen's plan kind of working. It saved one of them.
Well, not enough. Charge requires none, requires one redstone.
I mean, it does help that in that same moment I quickly described this girl to be pretty attractive on the old eye, so that made the soldier's decision quite easy. So he's like, he looks at the girl and is like, "Damn, son. Yeah, sure, you got a point there, but you've got a point there, Malin, my old chap."
Lol.
They basically drag the two survivors, which are obviously Carter and this random girl, out of the building towards the others, which have already collected pretty much every other possible slave they can imagine. And like even the commander or the captain that's in charge, he's like, that doesn't really look like soldiering material. And then Malin basically reiterates that point of but I'm pretty sure that they've got plenty of other things that could be done. And then the captain is like, yeah, you got a point there, Malin, the old chap. Because the Chimerians are pretty, they're pretty simple people. If it's got tits, they'll like it.
Oh god.
They've got a lot in common with Carter, I imagine.
Oh god.
However, he does iterate that that exactly what those uses are going to be, and how awful that might be. So Malin kind of starts to doubt, was this the right choice in the end? Was basically killing her in that house? Wouldn't that be the more merciful thing to do, aside from basically signing her up for a couple of years of torture and rape? Didn't really think that one through, did he?
No.
So yes, that's a character that's she's not going to be around too often. She'll be there. She'll play a role in Carter's story arc a bit, but obviously because Carter and Malin are going to be sent off with a couple of other slaves to raid another town, she's not going to be there. Obviously, she's going to be taken back to the main horde, and so it'll be a while till we see her again, about a chapter or two maybe. But in the time in between, Malin and Carter. I got so used to getting to saying Duncan now.
Yeah.
Still need to get him involved in the story. I've already hinted at him, but need to get him actually involved in the story. I already know how he's gonna get involved, but yes.
Yes.
Speaking of the Duncanator, I think it's somewhere in. Where is that? Also chapter 5. It's where Drew's mother is called in by the queen to come and join this discussion, and it just so happens they've gotten news about the raid on the estate, because even in chapter 5 they still don't know exactly what happened or whatever. The mother is completely convinced that the structure of the castle would have held, and they're just basically under siege for this entire time. And they basically just learned that they fucked off from the estate and they razed it to the ground and they're coming this way. So that kind of implies that her entire family is as dead as a doornail. So that's not nice. And then one of the queen's advisors, who's also just happens to be taking part of this discussion, he's like, "But don't worry, miss. I've got my best scouting units on the case." Then he gives them he tells her the name of the unit, and he's like really proudful about it, because these are the most serious elite scouts. They've been taken off of the front lines of the actual war just to go and investigate this matter. Now Duncan is part of that group. We don't know him yet. We haven't even seen him yet. We basically just heard of the group he's in. What's going to happen is this group is actually indeed going to make their way over to the estate to try to figure out if anyone might have survived. However, by the time they arrive, I think we will have been around we would have been somewhere near chapter 9-ish, because it takes a while for them to get off of the front lines all the way on the other side of the fucking continent, all the way to the fucking estate. That's gonna take a pretty damn long while. And they move pretty quickly, because they're a small group of scouts, so they move genuinely quickly, and even then it takes a long while to get anywhere. It's just a big fucking country.
Understandable. A whole new world.
They'll basically discover pretty quickly that pretty much everything is dead there, but not as dead as it should be. Some dead things come back to life. They'll notice this because this is the exact same time that the further on at the far end of the valley, not that they can see it, but the necromancer and his dragon are definitely around fucking up the elven clan. Some of the Camerons are there at the time as well. I think Maitland's actually there as well at the time, doing the actual raid.
Damn.
And they are nearby at the time. So obviously the undead dragon basically shouts into the fucking skies like, that's what
you shall not
That's
piss.
the sound the dragon made, right? But yeah, so they do hear like the roar of the dragon, this is a colossal creature. These aren't like Skyrim dragons, by the way. These are massive dragons. These are world-ending dragons, not some Elduin motherfucker.
Ooh,
Which you can kill in your sleep.
I like dragons.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a colossal beastie boy. So even though the valley, and this isn't like a small ass valley, by the way. This valley could almost be considered an entire country by itself. That's just how big this place is.
Glass and dust, sure.
But valleys, they do tend to echo pretty well. So while the fight's going on, the dragon roars, and the roar of the dragon is actually what basically revives some of the undead bodies to come back to undead life.
Right.
So the scouts basically enter the fucking estate, and well, fuck me. All of the dead people come back to life, or at least some of the dead people come back to life, because they're too far away for the roar to have a real good effect.
Oi, my brother's going back to life.
Yeah, basically. Well, I mean, your brother's not really dead yet at the moment, because he's getting killed by the actual dragon. He's getting his face kicked in.
Oh yeah, wait, no, my dad, I mean. Sorry.
Your dad's there.
Sorry, I had my mistake.
Yeah. So yeah, the scouts will definitely re-kill some of the people there, basically, and then after all said and done, they're pretty shaken up by this, because holy fuck, did we just seriously fight undead things? And they're like, yep, what the fuck? So they burn the bodies and give them a.
To me?
Yeah,
I made my mistakes. Why did I accept this fucking job? Please let me go. Please.
But yeah, so they burn the bodies to make sure that they can't come back again, and then give them like a proper ceremony, because right now they're all just rotting on the floor, basically why they died, because the Camerons fucked off already, and they didn't want to bother burying anyone.
Understandable, but at the very same time very bad.
Yeah, I mean it is part of the whole reason as to why the Camerons are doing it, because even by Cameron standards, they're all about raiding and warfare, but the Zorgon guy is just completely fucked up and weird about it, because it's going to be revealed pretty late on in the entire story that the reason he's doing this is his war is supposed to be dropping as many bodies as he can so that the necromancer can revive them. That's the whole point. So it makes perfect sense that that he's keeping these bodies laying there. If he buries them or disposes of them, then the whole point, his whole point of the war is lost. Because what happens is, even like Zorgon doesn't really care if any of his own guys die in the final battle. That's not the point, because he knows that they're gonna come back anyway. The entire point of the war is drawing the biggest armies towards each other, having them clash against each other, and only for the necromancer to then come in, and suddenly in the beat of a few seconds, this necromancer has the biggest army on the planet, because the two of the largest armies came back to life, fighting on his side suddenly. Well, that's the whole point. And
that sneaky motherfucker.
After that, the necromancer does his own thing, and Zorgon's promised riches and the plunder of the entire nation. Basically, he can start again. By the time that the actual Camerons find out about this, they're not exactly on board with this either. The High Crusader Javier will definitely have a fucking issue with this when she learns about this, because even she doesn't know the real intention of this war. She just thinks that it's part of, being a Cameron. That there's that this is just all about Cameron honor and purging the infidels, and not about some really weird ass conquest to kill the planet. But that goes too far. That goes too far even for Cameron standards, and that says something. That says a lot.
Can I help kill the planet?
Oh god, no one's killing a planet.
Oh. Oh, by the way, for federations from what's it called again? Stellaris?
I don't want to hear about that.
I
just want to play it.
I got myself a key.
How the fuck did you get yourself a key?
Move it. I have to do a YouTube video on it, but that's about all.
Oh, I'm even more depressed.
No, I'm not playing it until you have it. Oh, well, wait a second. If we play together, if I'm the host, then you should have it as well.
But
like I want to do this with you and Daryl because Daryl actually loves the game as well.
I'm gonna definitely ruin Daryl's day.
He's actually pretty extremely good, so.
Yeah, well, I'm not too bad myself, luckily.
Well, sure, that's true. Okay, I need growth accelerators. Quartz glass. Okay, first of all, 2 crystals. Okay, good. Quartz glass is shaped crafting, so I don't have that. Fuck!
I
need it's applied energistics, but without the usual style of applied energistics. I'm not used to doing it this way. I mean, growth accelerators and such, it's weird right now. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
But yeah, so anyway, obviously Duncan and the group he's with, because he's not alone. They're gonna dispose of the bodies after re-killing them, I suppose.
After double murder.
After double murder, a double whammy.
I like how all of your how your characters both get into my village.
Yeah.
And murder them. Both of them practically murder everyone.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to have Duncan actually re-kill your dad just for the sake of it, just for that added benefit. Both of my characters have killed your dad.
Fuck you.
And just to add insult to injury as well, I was actually planning on having Duncan actually hook up with Dinah for a while. So one, he's killed your dad again, and then he fucks your sister.
You absolute asshole! You twat!
Well, I mean, you did kill your own brother with your other character, so you're just as bad, okay? Because
No.
Carter's still the guy that kills Dane.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. See, this is why this is gonna be a very interesting story.
Okay, I need iron now. God.
And also, still, you shouldn't judge because Drew's gonna end up being a fucking assassin.
Yeah, but
And
assassins
not one
are...
of the good assassins. One of the bad assassins, the Dark Brotherhood kind of guys.
Those are the good assassins.
No, those are the bad assassins.
No, those are the good assassins.
No.
Yes.
No, Carter.
Yes.
No, Carter.
Yes.
Killing the Emperor is a bad thing.
No, it's a fun thing.
Yes, because you know how much money you get at the end of it, but still.
Yes! It's all about the money, you twats. That's why it's a good thing.
It's all about the money, money, money.
It's all about the money, money, money.
Drew just wants to see the world burn.
Just give me all your money. But that is what it's all about. The money.
Yeah.
At least if you believe Carter.
Yeah.
And true.
For as far as I've figured it out now, obviously, because by the time that Duncan and his squad are basically at the estate, they'll have discovered that everything's everything's dead now, which is not something they thought they would have reported as to be a good thing, but suddenly it became a good thing. They're like, "Hey, Queen, everything's dead there. We took care of it." You what? It's you better sit down. It's a long story.
Yay, Flux crystals.
After that, I believe that they would have made their return over to the to the capital city to get new orders, because this is definitely something that they think they really shouldn't just walk away from. However, they did take some losses in the attack because they were just out in the open in the middle of the estate, not really expecting a fight, and suddenly they're jumped on. Now even the serious most elite guards out there or scouts out there could be taken by surprise, so they do lose a couple of them. So suddenly the group's basically not cut in half, but it's not. They got a significant blow, which also included the group's actual leader. So suddenly they're lost without orders, and they need to kind of figure out what to do. Now, in doing this, they're likely gonna run into basically the survivors of the Elven clan. So, fucking Zami, Dinah, Asha, well, not Dana because he's ripped.
He's rest in pieces.
Yeah. I'm still not sure what to do with Asha, because to be fair, at the end of the Elven attack, it is stated that she actually escaped on her own. Dana and Zami escaped by themselves. The princess is obviously still taken captive, because that was why the Chimerans show up. So they're gonna still take her. So yeah, she's basically slave 2.0.
Rip.
But I'm still not sure what actually ended up, how Asha escapes and why she's not with the rest of the group. I still need to figure something out about that. But yeah, so I'm thinking that Duncan tags along with those two for a while. And obviously, of course, near the end of the story, when the actual final battle occurs, shit's gonna go pretty wrong for the entire country, because suddenly there isn't a country anymore. The queen's dead, and the traitor usurped the throne, so he's now the emperor, basically. Leaving Duncan suddenly fired.
Eek.
He doesn't have a reason. It's not like he's just gonna put on a new uniform and fight for this usurper king. He doesn't give a fuck about this guy. In fact, he kind of hates him. So yeah. So that's that. It'll probably be during the final battle where Carter actually gets the first chance to meet Duncan. Finally get that ancient duo together. Literally at the end of the story. Which is always nice.
Which is how it should be. I need where is it? Energy acceptor. Easy. God damn it, applied energistics.
Let's see what's gonna happen in chapter 6. Oh yeah, chapter 6 is where we actually we start out getting our first sight of the undead, because they're gonna come back to life.
Yay! I mean, aww.
Let's say basically the elven clan basically walks into a band of undead, which is nice. The princess joins in the meeting with the army she's traveling with, still undercover. And then the chapter wraps up with Maiden and his tag team of volunteers, forced volunteers, basically committing the exact same atrocity that just happened to them to other people. That's fun. Team building.
I guess. I mean, Carter wants to do a die at that point.
I mean, this is where Carter loses any bit of innocence he's still at right then and there at that moment. So yeah, that's gonna jumpstart his character arc for a while. So yeah, definitely an interesting chapter coming up. Not sure if I'll be starting Regrowth today. I might get a few planning things done, but I did write the whole chapter today already.
Yeah, like the Donkinator deserves some rest.
Yes.
Oh fuck! These Flux crystals are going to take a while. I'm trying to get these annoying crystal growth accelerators to work.
Oh well. Yeah, I'll go do some planning things now, and I'll keep you up to date if I actually do end up doing some writing today.
Okay.
Keep me up to date if you actually do some reading today, because I want to know where you're at.
Yeah, I have like half an hour more or something. So.
Alright. Sure. Well, have fun.
Thank you. Look at the text file again, or the sound file, I mean. Out of Flux crystals, I need this. Anything quartz related. There we go. I just literally need one quartz. I need one dust. There's that one, plus the glass. Energy acceptor. Device online. Well, then we grab 4 cobblestone for in the corners, and that's not done. I might actually put these ones like on the bottom. Hot damn. Okay, that changed the world for me. They're actually getting somewhere. Na 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 na. Hey, there we go. Last phase. Let me see how far are they? That looks so very close. 89%. Like, this is going to be great, honestly. We're making our way through applied logistics without any real issues. There we go. The pure ones. Oh, this is the only issue. I will do that now, though. Because I don't need the energy acceptor for now. So what do we need? We need the... Not the crafting unit, sorry. Inscriber. Which means we need sticky pistons, which means we need cobblestone, wood. Place wood in there, right? Somewhere. It's all going to be fine. Alright, 3. We're not going to need more wood for this. I hope. I also need 2 slime balls. Not going to use that one though, we're going to use this one. Inscriber. Nice, you just worked that way. So, I want... Iron, okay, chisel and an iron plate. Okay, chisel, I think. Oh, it's actually with... Sure. That was iron plates. Can we just make every press this way or something? Let's go over engineering. Now that's logic. And there's only one star. There's also name press, but you don't usually use those. These are only 4 that I need. Damn. Unknown technology. After that. Applied to logistics. We need to make the controller, which means we need an engineering one. We need a diamond chipset. We need one... Okay, in the engineering, a diamantine electron tube. Engineering. Okay. Then we need the redstone, 1 redstone, 1 diamond. this is probably going to be the largest of them all. The last but not least, we need... Sorry, not that one. This one. Inscarber silicon press and some silicon. Inscarber silicon press with some silicon. Silicon is easily made this way. And there we go. Only thing we need now is this one, so I'm going to wait on that by going to the toilet, so... Give me a second.